Are you tired of feeling like you're being manipulated or influenced without even realizing it? Do you want to know the secret to influencing others and getting what you want in life? Look no further than the 6 principles of influence outlined in Influence, the Psychology of Persuasion by Robert Cialdini. These principles can be used to persuade others to see things your way, whether it's in your personal relationships or in the workplace. But here's the thing, you can also use these principles to your advantage and influence others in your life. However, it's important to use these principles ethically and respectfully, as they are powerful tools that can easily become manipulative. From the principle of reciprocity to the principle of scarcity, Cialdini's insights will change the way you think about persuasion and influence. By understanding these principles, you can learn how to persuade others while still being ethical and respectful. So, if you want to take control of your own decision-making, protect yourself from being manipulated, and also learn how to influence others in an ethical way, click the link in the pinned comment below to get your copy of Influence, the Psychology of Persuasion today. Don't let others control your choices, arm yourself with the knowledge you need to make informed decisions and also influence others in your life. Without any further ado, let's dive into the 6 principles. First principle, reciprocity. Give a little something to get a little something in return. Reciprocity is a principle of social influence that has been extensively studied and documented by psychologists and social scientists. It is the idea that people feel an obligation to repay what they have received from others, whether it is a favor, a gift, or some other form of assistance. This sense of obligation can be triggered even by small gestures of kindness or generosity, and can lead to a desire to reciprocate in kind. Robert Cialdini, in his book Influence, the Psychology of Persuasion, highlights the power of reciprocity in shaping human behavior. He argues that by giving a little something, we can often get a little something in return. This is because people are more likely to comply with a request or favor if they feel that they owe something to the person who made the initial gesture. For example, if someone gives us a small gift or does us a favor, we may feel obligated to return the favor or do something nice for them in the future. This is why businesses often offer free samples or small gifts to potential customers, as it can create a sense of obligation and increase the likelihood of a purchase. Reciprocity can also be used in personal relationships to strengthen bonds and build trust. By doing something nice for someone, we can create a positive impression and increase the likelihood that they will reciprocate in kind. This can lead to a virtuous cycle of mutual giving and receiving, which can enhance the quality of our relationships and overall well-being. Second principle, commitment. People want their beliefs to be consistent with their values. The principle of commitment is a powerful tool for persuasion and influence, as it taps into the deep-seated desire of people to maintain consistency in their beliefs and actions. Commitment is based on the idea that once people have made a commitment, whether it is a public statement or a private decision, they are more likely to follow through with it, even if it requires effort or sacrifice. This is because people want to maintain a sense of consistency and integrity in their self-image. When people make a commitment, they are essentially saying that they believe in something and are willing to act on that belief. If they were to go back on their commitment, it would undermine their sense of identity and self-worth. Moreover, making a commitment can create a sense of obligation to follow through with it. When we commit to something, we feel that we owe it to ourselves and others to follow through with our promises. This can be especially true if the commitment is made publicly, as it can create a social pressure to follow through with our words. In marketing and sales, the principle of commitment is often used to influence consumer behavior. For example, companies may ask customers to sign up for a free trial or a loyalty program, as these actions can create a sense of commitment and increase the likelihood of future purchases. Similarly, political campaigns may ask people to sign a pledge or make a public statement of support, as these actions can create a sense of commitment and increase the likelihood of voting or donating. In personal relationships, the principle of commitment is also important. By making commitments to our friends, family, and partners, we can build trust and strengthen our relationships. When we follow through with our commitments, we show that we are reliable and dependable, which can enhance the quality of our relationships and increase our sense of well-being. Third principle, social proof. There's nothing like feeling validated based on what others are doing. Social proof is a powerful principle of influence that is based on the idea that people are more likely to adopt a particular behavior or belief if they see others doing the same thing. This is because people often look to others for guidance and validation, especially in uncertain or ambiguous situations. When we see that others are doing something, we feel more confident that it is the right thing to do, and are more likely to follow suit. While social proof has always been a part of human behavior, it has become even more prevalent in the age of social media. With the ability to see what others are doing and thinking in real time, people are constantly seeking validation and reassurance from their peers. In marketing and advertising, social proof is often used to influence consumer behavior. For example, companies may showcase positive reviews or testimonials from satisfied customers, as these can create a sense of trust and credibility. Similarly, social media influencers may promote products or services, as their followers are more likely to buy something if they see that others are doing the same. In personal relationships, social proof can also be important. When we see that our friends or family members are doing something, we are more likely to follow their lead, as we trust their judgment and want to feel like we are part of the same group. However, it is important to note that social proof can also have negative effects, such as groupthink or conformity bias. People may be hesitant to express their true opinions or beliefs if they feel that they are in the minority, leading to a lack of diversity and creativity in decision-making. Fourth principle, authority, you will obey me. The principle of authority is a powerful tool for persuasion and influence, as it is based on the idea that people are more likely to comply with a request or command if it comes from someone who is perceived as an authority figure. Authority figures are those who are seen as possessing knowledge, expertise, or power in a particular domain, and are therefore more likely to be trusted and respected. When we perceive someone as an authority figure, we tend to be more deferential to their opinions and more willing to follow their commands. This is because we believe that they have more information or experience than we do, and are therefore more likely to make the right decision. In marketing and advertising, the principle of authority is often used to influence consumer behavior. For example, companies may use celebrity endorsements or expert testimonials to create a sense of authority and credibility. Similarly, salespeople may emphasize their expertise or experience in a particular field to create a sense of trust and confidence. In personal relationships, the principle of authority can also be important. When we perceive someone as an authority figure, we are more likely to listen to their advice or follow their lead. This can be especially true in situations where we are unsure of what to do or lack experience in a particular area. However, it is important to note that the principle of authority can also be abused, leading to unethical or harmful behavior. People in positions of authority may use their power to manipulate or exploit others, or to justify actions that are not in the best interests of those who are being influenced. Fifth principle, liking. The more you like someone, the more you will be persuaded by them. The principle of liking is a powerful tool for persuasion and influence, as it is based on the idea that people are more likely to be persuaded by someone they like or admire. When we like someone, we tend to see them in a more positive light, and are more willing to listen to their opinions and ideas. The principle of liking is based on the idea that people are more likely to be influenced by those they perceive as similar to themselves, those who pay them compliments, and those who cooperate with them toward a common goal. In marketing and advertising, the principle of liking is often used to influence consumer behavior. For example, companies may use attractive models or celebrities in their advertisements, as people are more likely to be influenced by those they find physically attractive. Similarly, salespeople may use compliments or flattery to create a sense of liking and rapport with potential customers. In personal relationships, the principle of liking is also important. When we like someone, we are more likely to trust them and be influenced by their opinions and ideas. This can be especially true in situations where we are seeking advice or guidance from others. However, it is important to note that the principle of liking can also be manipulated, leading to unethical or harmful behavior. People may use flattery or compliments to gain someone's trust or manipulate them for their own gain. Sixth principle, scarcity. When you believe something is in short supply, you want it more. The principle of scarcity is a powerful tool for persuasion and influence, as it is based on the idea that people value things more when they are perceived as rare or in short supply. When we believe that something is scarce or limited, we tend to place a greater value on it and are more motivated to acquire it. The principle of scarcity is based on the idea that people are loss-averse, meaning that they are more motivated to avoid losses than to achieve gains. When we perceive something as scarce or in short supply, we fear missing out on the opportunity to acquire it and are therefore more motivated to act quickly. In marketing and advertising, the principle of scarcity is often used to influence consumer behavior. For example, companies may use limited-time offers or exclusive deals to create a sense of urgency and motivate customers to make a purchase. Similarly, salespeople may use scarcity tactics to create a sense of competition and motivate potential customers to act quickly. In personal relationships, the principle of scarcity can also be important. When we perceive something as rare or in short supply, we may place a greater value on it and be more motivated to acquire it. This can be especially true in situations where we are seeking a romantic partner or a job opportunity. However, it is important to note that the principle of scarcity can also be manipulated, leading to unethical or harmful behavior. People may use false scarcity tactics to create a sense of urgency or competition, or to justify inflated prices or unfair treatment. In conclusion, Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion by Robert Cialdini is a must-read for anyone who wants to understand the powerful principles of influence that shape our behavior and decision-making. From the principle of reciprocity to the principle of scarcity, Cialdini's insights will change the way you think about persuasion and influence. By understanding these principles, you can take control of your own decision-making, protect yourself from being manipulated, and also learn how to influence others in an ethical and respectful way. So, don't wait any longer. Click the link in the pinned comment below to get your copy of Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion today. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more book summaries and insights on personal development and growth.